Hey loves, because I know you're all absolutely dying to know what I've been getting up to. I've now been in Brighton for about a week and a half, 10 days or so. And I was planning on staying for like a month, but then I got here and I realised that it's actually really hard to get cash in hand work these days. I am getting a little bit bored. The first few days were alright because I just chilled and I was really tired from like the last couple of months, so it was really nice to like spend some proper time by myself and hang out a bit. But I'm also really broke at the moment, so I've been living on like $5 a day, like max. I've been doing pretty well to stick to that budget, with a few outliers when I've had to like catch a bus or things like that. But mostly I've just been hanging out at the beach, getting a nice tan, as you can see. I'm gonna show you some adventures that I've been getting up to, which are not very adventurous because there's not that much to do here. So let's go. So basically, I get up in the morning, comb to my hair, put on some clothes, and having a little beveragino. Fried dog food, yummy, delicious. And the cats get fed upstairs, and then basically now I'm gonna cook my breakfast. So I've just finished breakfast and now I'm gonna get the goods together to take Miss Fifi on a walk. Apparently she already knows. So we're gonna get the lead from here. Come here, good girl. Good girl. This is very difficult one-handed. There we go. Put my sandals into sports mode. We're going on an alternate route today. Haven't been down this one. Bit of a this round. Very high up on this hill. It's probably the hottest day in Brighton so far.
There's a bit of sweating going on.
There's quite a little bit of sweating going on. Very nice. Yeah. Not sure why we decided to go for a hike on the hottest day, but here we are. Going well. Had a shit coffee at the top of the hill, the last one. So we're currently walking along this path that I've just checked it actually is the right one. We were a bit unsure to start off with, but it's going in the right direction. So just cracked into the snacks. Got some lovely scenery. Got the cows. Got Will finishing off his oat bar there. Got some more hills. And this is the path that we've been on that just keeps going and going and going straight for a while. Bull right there. Very, very large. Alright, so here we have the English driving range. Looks like a cracker day on the green there. Not bad. Finish off the vlog with Miss Fifi over here. Look at you, gorgeous girl. Anyway, we survived. I think it was probably about 22k or so.
Off to the beach.
We're about to go to the beach. I just had a orange and a banana. Very good, very good. Fifi had some snacks. How would you rate the walk?
Pretty good. Yeah,
pretty good.
Probably should have gone on a cooler day though. That's probably the biggest thing, but
I agree.
Yeah, not too bad. Good view.
Nice, nice. Good views at the top. It was very hot and very sweaty and my legs are a little bit dead now, but maybe on a cooler day, I would highly recommend that hike. It was not bad. Anyway, catch you at the beach. Had a nice swim at the beach. It was very nice. It's bloody freezing water, but you warm up after like a couple of minutes or so. How did you enjoy your swim?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Needed it.
Bit cold?
Yeah, it was right.
She'll be right. Yeah. Going home to have a quick shower, and I've got to walk Fifi the dog. Can't forget about her. Poor girl's been alone all day. Probably having withdrawal symptoms, but have a quick walk of the dog and then out for a cheeky beverage. Should be nice. Look. Got the party outfit on. Out the door. That was pretty smooth, eh? So it was a bit of a sitch. We went to go to the pub and I walked 20 minutes from the house down here and then realised I didn't bring my fucking ID with me. It's still back in my other bag. So they wouldn't let me into the pub. So instead we just went to the little off licence and got a whole bunch of beers. Sat at the beach, watched the nice beautiful sunset, which was quite nice. What are your thoughts about the sunset?
Oh, not bad. Yeah.
Not bad.
Fucking everyone's on the piss on the beach. Can't
It was
complain.
pretty good. It was fucking packed. And now we're just going for a bit of a stroll to the fire dances, as you can see here. Got me clothes off so I can get a good tan. You'll notice here in the background that the beach is actually covered in rocks. I know, at first I was appalled. I'm a fan now. It's really growing on me. I rate it. I think that it's less mess. You don't get sand all over you. It sometimes is a little bit uncomfortable to walk like down to the water, but it's not that bad. It's pretty comfy to lie on. It's like not super soft, but like if you find a little bit with like these little pebbles rather than those big ones, then you're sweet, because they're much more comfy. It just feels like you're lying on the ground. And yeah, I rate it. I like pebbly beach situation. Hey guys, we've got a bit of a dilemma on our hands this morning. So turns out the next pet sit that I have for the next week actually just cancelled because she's not going away anymore. So now I have my last night here is tonight, and I now have an entire week because my flight to Tenerife is not till next Saturday. So I have a whole entire week and a day of nothing. So this vlog is about to get a little bit more interesting because we're going to work out how to survive the next week on not much money at all. So as you can see, my plan of attack is not looking too stressful at all. So basically I've got a pet sit potentially tomorrow just outside of London for a few days, and the girl said that she would pay for my train ticket to get there, so winning. Hopefully that works out. Otherwise, basically just gonna catch the train up to London anyway because it's a bit cheaper to stay. Oh my gosh, it's so sunny. And maybe go see my auntie, maybe go see Alice's auntie. I don't know, play it by ear I guess. But anyway, for now I'm just chilling outside in the sunshine, just living my best life basically, pretending like I don't have any problems at all. I then proceeded to spend some money on alcohol that I probably shouldn't have and just drink my problems away. So basically, I found another pet sit for the next couple of days, and then they cancelled as well. They decided they didn't want to go away. So tomorrow night I'm going to stay in Brighton, I'm going to stay at Will's, and then probably go up to London on Sunday. I don't know, suss it out. We're just taking it one day at a time.
The two of them. Actually, were you there? Yeah.
Hey friends, so today we've just gone on a little bit of an adventure. We caught the train to Seaford and we've just gone for a little supermarket run. Where's the bag?
Good to go.
Good to go. About to have a little picnic by the beach, and we'll suss out what the go is around here. So we came for a little bit of a wander to the big cliffs, which is the start of the Seven Sisters walk, and look at this. Pretty hectic, I would say. Not bad at all.
I like you could like hit different ranges and slide down.
Yeah. I forgot to update the vlog yesterday, but it was a bit of a non-eventful night. We just had a couple of drinks by the beach, but then it started raining, so we just called it and went home. Got up this morning, had a coffee, and now we've just walk to the train station. Bill's just gone the other way. We've parted ways. My bag's on and I'm a bit out of breath. It's a bit of a struggle trying to get up those hills, eh? Raining. I've had a very crazy day. I just sat in a cafe and did work for most of the day. I went for a little wander, but it's raining now, so not much to do. I'm going to a friend's house in a little bit, but I can't be bothered to go over yet, so I'm just like chilling here. I ate my dinner from before, just got my bag and everything, and then tomorrow I think I'm going to catch up with some other friends. I think I might get this real cheap bus up to Glasgow tomorrow night. So keep you updated on that one. We're kind of just like winging it at the moment. See where the week takes us, I guess. I've forgotten which door it is, and I don't have a SIM card. So I'm just hanging out in the alleyway, hoping for the best. Oh my gosh, what a lull. So basically, went over, was fine. My friend went to work at like 9ish, and I was like, oh beauty, I have the whole place to myself. Watched a movie, went to bed, and then his flatmate that I forgot even still lived there kept home with like 6 or 7 people, and I was like, oh, something's going on, and they're all like laughing and talking really loudly. So I went down and I was like, oh, hey, and like had a chat, you know, how you going? We had a bit of a chit chat there, and then all of a sudden I go to the bathroom, I come back, and they're all like snorting lines of coke off the table, and I was like, okay, this is a little bit full on for a Sunday night. And so I was like, alright, okay, my turn to go to bed, and I did, and they just like continued partying all night, and then eventually old mate got back from work at like probably 5 a.m. So it was a bit of a rough sleep, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do for free accommodation. And now it's the new day. I've got a whole bunch of my things in this bag because I'm gonna take them to a second-hand shop and donate them because I'm just sick of carrying them around. And I need to get my bag down to 10 kilos anyway, so that's one step in the right direction. And now I'm just gonna go get a coffee, and then probably go see some of my friends. Hey loves, so I forgot to vlog today, but it was really good. We just did like all the touristy things because Kate just got to London yesterday, so that was fun. Now I'm just sitting in the park eating my snacks, but I don't have a knife, so for my sandwich I have to cut the cucumber with my teeth like this, and then just rip the bits off and put them on my sandwich, and then back on the sandwich. And then I also had to open this with a fork, so you just like rub the edge with the fork really hard, and eventually like you get a hole in, and you just prise it open from there, which was a mission. And I also add some corn chips for crunch. Inez thought of that one back in Jordan, so thank you Inez for making my sandwiches a bit more bearable. Yeah, now it's just time to kick back and relax because my bus doesn't go till 11. I thought it was like 8 p.m, but I've actually got ages, so I think it's about 7:30 now, so fun, fresh and fabulous. Basically, bus was alright. Got to Glasgow. There wasn't much going on there, so I figured I'd go for a hike. Caught the train out to this little town, and then from there I had to catch another little bus, but I got the wrong one. So now I've ended up in this little, on like the other side of the lake that I meant to end up on. So now we're just doing like a little trek up this hill. I've got all my stuff with me because I don't actually know where I'm staying tonight. So I'm a bit sweaty, but I've made it to the top of the first hill that I thought I'd try out. It's quite nice, as you can see. Good view. So I followed this different path from up there down here. You're supposed to go like round the other way, but I saw this and I was like, well, may as well test it out. And here we are, just strolling along. Not quite sure where it's taking me, but go. Look at this. Look at this. Not bad at all. So I had the thought to get the ferry across and I walked all the way down to the port. All the way back we go. Thriving. That's great. So it turns out the other walk that I thought I was going to do after this actually starts from the top of that hill that I just went up and back down, and I'm not going back up there. And seeing as the ferry isn't working, I'm just going to jump on the bus back to the last town and probably get the train back to Glasgow, I guess. Not really sure what else to do, to be honest. It's a cute little picnic spot here. Just a little cafe and whatnot. I mean, I'm too broke to buy anything from the cafe, but it's cute to look at. Hey loves, we're currently just everyone's been kicked out of the club because it's apparently they all shut at 3 a.m. here.
Yeah, lost our voices.
Lost our voices, ears are blocked.
Lost our hearing.
A bit sad. We're just walking back to our hostel now. As you can see, it's still like light outside, which is a bit strange. It's 3 a.m. and I think the sun is actually about to start rising, to be honest. So that's a bit funny. Anyway. Hi, so I kind of forgot to vlog the rest of the night, but I met some girls from the hostel last night and we're going to go out for like a beer, but we were having some mad chats and we just stayed up. Today I feel a little bit like death, but we're going to soldier on and I'm going for a little walk around. I think I definitely need a solo day today. Hello, so I've actually just had a 2-hour nap. I checked into the hostel because I had to stay in another room because I booked so last minute. So I had to like, check out and then re-check in again with Sabo. And I had a shower and I had a nap. I was so tired, but now I'm eating the rest of my leftovers from this morning's free breakfast. Look at this view. That's not a bad place for a picnic lunch, I would say. Hello, good morning. Not feeling too fresh again today because we went for a little walk up the hill last night. There was just like this weird DJ like hanging about. It's like playing some interesting tunes, having a sing. Everyone was just sitting around, so we got some wine and just chilled. It was fun, but
now another day, another dawn, another brother's been and gone. I'm looking up to heaven, thinking how can I be born when I'm lost in this love that I did it for my sons. Running through the enemy, but what's up in the field that you did it for you say it. Back in train, I'm searching everything you be I changed face my mother what I rap. I know I
and got up at like 6 this morning to have breakfast and get on the road to get to this glorious place because I'm about to do another hike. So I just caught a bus out to this little inn, and then there's a like massive national park near it, so I'm about to just do a loop. It's called like the 5 Peaks, and they're not huge, they're maybe like 300 or 400 meters each, I think. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated. So just here you have the local sheep, and then out here, I don't know if you can see it, that bridge, just before that is good old Edinburgh. So I'm about 45 minutes in, and I'm just about to get to the first actual peak. I started off somewhere down there in that little town. Yeah, not bad. So now the next one is up here. So we're going all the way down here, up. You have to go like down there and then all the way back up that one. So, see, if I had lost all the footage from the Camino, you'd know by now that my tactic to go downhill is just to run, because it's a little bit less strenuous on the knees, I feel. Although it is a bit sketchy running down these rocks, and if you've been around since the good old year 7 days, you'll know that my first experience running down a hill was a little bit sketchy. Still got the scar. I'm not gonna lie, I am struggling a little bit. Heart rate is up, and she's a little out of breath actually. So I actually just stacked it a little bit further up there, because this path is very slippery. Yeah, I was just wandering down and then slipped, and now I'm getting, I don't know if you can see, a little bit of a baby blood blister. That's a bit sad, but what can you do? It's a bit embarrassing. You know what? That's life. Sometimes you fall down and you just have to get up and keep going. And even though your ass might be a bit sore from landing on the rocks, you just keep on walking, baby. Keep on walking. So I just hit peak number 4, and number 5 is right here. I sat down before and ate my lunch on the other side of that last peak. I had a ham and cheese and tomato toastie that I made at breakfast this morning. Thank you St. Christopher's in Edinburgh for the free breakfast. Usually it's £6, but when I got there I was just chatting to the girl at the front desk, and she ended up giving it to me for free. So thanks, love you lots. If you've ever sat with me at a hostel breakfast, you know that I am an absolute gun at stealing food. That sounds so terrible, but I have these little like collapsible Tupperware containers, and I absolutely just stock them full of like just out here chilling with my homies. Love them lots. Great to see the fam. See you guys. See you next time.
Cheers.
Hey loves, so forgot to update the vlog as per usual, but we're just currently walking across the bridge here and we're a bit tipsy. I just like sculled a like blue drink that I found on the floor on the street. I put half a bottle of wine into it and sculled it. Anyway, we're off to find a club. Live, love, laugh.
Live, love, laugh.
mental crisis. If you know, you know.
We all hate men. Fuck the men.
Fuck the fucking men, eh?
Ellos de la noche.
We're having, if you can't tell, we're having a couple of minor boy problems, so we've decided on a girls' night. Don't catch feelings, catch flights instead. Hello and good morning from the last day of this vlog. As you can tell, I have not much of a voice left. I hadn't booked anywhere to stay, so I just left my bags like at their hostel, and then we got back there and we were like, well, there's literally like no one else in the room. It was just those two, so there was 2 beds free. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna sneak in here. So I got that room for free, which was great. Didn't have to pay for accommodation, didn't have to sleep at the airport. And then this morning I went and I picked my big bag up from my friend's house. I used up the last of my food that I had, my bread, tuna, honey, sandwiches situation. So I just wanted to say thank you to you all for coming on this wild ride with me of what I thought was going to be a month in Brighton that turned into a bit of a trek all over the place.